talking with Coach Chris Geesman about 2001 now. The Kingsman, during the course of the 2001 season. Pretty good year, Chris. You look at this one that, if my numbers are right there, 11-2, 7-0 in league play. Your thoughts as you just give us an overview of 2001, what jumped off the page at you?
Well, we lost our quarterback with a broken collarbone the first game, and that was Patrick Davis. So then we were just kind of unsettled. We had a senior that played, and we had a sophomore that had never played the position before. And we'd been a running back all the way up through, and so we ended up playing three quarterbacks that year. So that was one thing that was kind of unsettled, and we've had a tough game. We could have beaten. We were moving late in the game on Ben Davis. We got beat 13-7. Or I think that was the score, 13-6, excuse me. And that was the only time that if we scored, we were going to go for two instead of trying to get into overtime. And we had a good kicker too. But my basic rule on that is, if I feel like we got an even team or a better team, we're going to tie it up and get it to overtime. If we felt like the other team was more talented and we're in a spot to win it on a 2-point play, we're going to go for the 2-point play. And I remember David Haw, he was covering the game, and he told me, he said, "Man, you guys did a heck of a job." I said, "Well, we just got beat." He said, "You should have gotten beat worse." I mean, is what he said. And he said, "You're in position to win it late in the fourth quarter." So that was, and I'll tell you what, we're going to run fake center right, stick pass, right half buzz. That was our 2-point play. I remember we got it. We scored on Center Grove for that play and 2000 dome game, but that was a 2-point play we were going to use.
Yeah, pretty talented defense again. Ryan Cole with 195 tackle points. Ryan Hill, Josh Delordre, I think this one is how it's pronounced. Mike Bauernfein, Brian Madison was on that team. Jeremy Klein, just to name some of the guys that were on it.
Who was the one you mentioned, the name that you didn't? Josh DeLauder?
No, DeLauder.
Bauernfein, okay. Yeah. Ryan Yellow, who also he coached Gary Yeoman down at St. Joe. He was a defensive coach at St. Joseph College. Madison, Miniger, Camperoni, Klein.
Sammy Penrod was on that team.
Sam was, yeah. Adam Kramer. That was a good bunch. Matter of fact, anybody that stays with our program is going to end up playing by the time they're senior. I never worried about people said, "Boy, you lost a lot of senior." I remember in '83 we graduated 21 starters, had one starter back. In 1995 we had 2 starters back. Won the state that year. Never really bothered me because we basically played seniors every year. I mean, kids that stay with the program and they work year round, they're going to be good by the time they're seniors, and we got a lot of kids like that.
The game against Valparaiso here, was that the Smarja Wren group?
Yes.
Now I remember broadcasting that game. Didn't Joya have a kick in that one late in the game?
Who?
The kid who kicked it. Yeah, Joya went off to Notre Dame and kick, if I'm not mistaken. Was he the kicker?
Okay, yeah, he the one in overtime.
Right.
Yeah, he did. We had the ball first in overtime, went for it like on 4th and 1 and didn't make it, and they kicked a field goal on the first play, which was smart. They didn't give themselves a chance to turn it over or get a penalty or anything. If old Huff and Puff, if he'd been coaching Atlanta Falcons, they might be Super Bowl champs right now, because he'd have kicked that field goal late.
All right, tell us about your relationship with Mark Hoffman. I mean, you guys have had a great friend relationship, and that relationship continues still to this day? Talk about Mark and those games.
Well, it was, first of all, I don't know anybody ever got mad at Mark. I don't see how you could. He's a jolly person. We've socialized everywhere from Chicago to Florida, and just a really sincere person. And I remember after we won the state in '83, he came over and I went over my whole offense with him. I gave him the sweep. I said, and we never played him by then. Didn't look like we were ever going to. I said, you better not use this against us, Mark. And then, of course, he did later on. But he helped us with scouting. We helped him. We traded information back and forth in the off season. He showed me how he ran plays. It was just, that's the different thing I think about football coaches, maybe in any other sport. I mean, we really got along good, and it was just, there was never animosity, ever. I mean, it was just, when the game was over, you go over and hug him, and no matter who won, and that's just the way it was.